NHL Power Week.
Just like that.
Hi, my name is Kenny Johnson, playing for the New York Islanders. You're watching Power Week.
This week in Western Conference Streaks and Deeks, James Hetfield's favorite hockey team is fulfilling many Christmas wishes.
Rafty tees it up. Saved by Hodgson. Ian Brady tees it up and scores! Now a chance for Nolan on a breakaway. Owen Nolan scores! How nifty was that move, and the finish was picture perfect. Owen Nolan, Lowry across in front.
The Sharks took a bite out of the defending champs and later in the week went head-to-head against two magical Mighty Ducks.
The pass to Ian Brady. Craven heads to the net. Big Al the shot, the rebound, and they score! Murray Craven, a short-handed goal.
The Sharks were on the board and newly acquired John McClain provided the finishing touches.
Holder lets one go and they score! It may have been tipped, but Bill Holder's shot gets through. Hard to get the pronunciations down. Holder is shot. Rebound, score! John McClain, second goal of the night. And the Sharks take care of Anaheim 4-2. Merry Christmas.
'Twas indeed a Merry Christmas for NHL Player of the Week Mike Vernon, whose Sharks were unbeaten in 7 games.
The champs of 95 against the champs of 97. The Devils at Joe Louis Arena in Detroit to battle the Red Wings.
In Detroit, it was time for two hockey powers to collide.
Score! Niedermeyer on the pass from Gilmore. A power play goal, and it's 2-1.
New Jersey had the early lead until a former Devil took center stage.
Shot saving by trying to work his way in. The hat trick! A player's dream is happening to Dougie Brown tonight. His first career hat trick, and it comes against his old team. The Red Wings have won the game.
Let's travel to Vancouver, where the Blackhawks were in town looking for yet another shutout. Hackett was unbeatable as teammate Dmitry Nabokov made quite a first impression.
So Nabokov, in his first ever NHL game, should get credit for the goal. Right on Irving, rebound, they score! The second goal in his first NHL game. 19-year-old Dmitry Nabokov with a night he'll never forget. Jeff Hackett has his second straight shutout. What a way to finish off the road trip for the Chicago Blackhawks.
Hackett's teammate Tony Amante shows off his passing skills in our plays of the week.
Amante got hooked, center Davinsky scores! Detroit now breaking from Holmstrom. In the clear, he scores! Holmstrom!
But Coyote Keith Tkachuk made fans howl with this effort.
Tkachuk relegated to the outside, cuts back inside and scores. What a spectacular move by Keith Tkachuk.
Tkachuk's Phoenix Coyotes are fourth in the Central Division, trailing the first-place Stars, who own the league's best record. In the Pacific Division, the Colorado Avalanche continue their fine play with 18 wins and 47 points. It's international update time, and this week we put the spotlight on Slovakian players. Getting us started is Washington's Peter Bondra.
Peter Bondra, one of the most electrifying players in this game.
Hodgson coming late. Back down the low. One touch. Score! What a gorgeous play for Peter Bondra.
Bondra leads Washington with 22 goals. Fellow countryman and teammate Richard Zednik is also turning the goal light on for the Capitals.
Under to Zednik. Score! front by one. Sednick rockets and scores!
First up, Steds. Here's Sednick shooting, scoring!
Great pass! Score! Richard Sednick on a wonderful feed from Steve Konowalchuk.
Sednick has 16 points so far this season. Another Slovak forward who is playing well is Buffalo's Miroslav Shatan.
Away, Shatan! Shatan all by himself shoots up. Here's a chance to score! Miroslav Shatan!
Zygmunt Palffy is an offensive threat for the Islanders, scoring 35 points.
Shoots it, rebound, Palffy, he scores!
Away, fires, save made, rebound, loose in front, Palffy scores!
Palffy moving in, score!
Zygmunt Palffy. Whoa! Did you see that one? I'd love to see it again.
While defenseman Robert Spala has been on the attack for the Panthers.
Through a screen, he scores.
Here's a break for Robert Spala, out of the penalty box, a clear-cut breakaway, walks in, shoots, scores!
The Kings' Joseph Stumple is third among Slovakian scorers with 34 points. In the news this week,
Big shot, he scores! Oh, what a play!
the Phoenix Coyotes signed defenseman Oleg Tverdovsky to a 2-year contract. Tverdovsky finished last season ranked 4th among NHL defensemen in scoring with 55 points. In other news, the Red Wings will miss forward Chris Draper for 5 to 6 weeks due to a dislocated thumb. And New York Ranger Jeff Bukaboom is sidelined 4 to 6 weeks with a broken left ankle. In All-Star news, the votes are in. Final results and starting lineups will be announced next week. The head coaches for the NHL International Showdown will be the Stars' Ken Hitchcock, coaching the World All-Stars, and New Jersey's Jacques Lemaire behind the bench for the North America All-Stars. More good news from New Jersey. The Devils were in the holiday spirit and spreading good cheer when they recently visited the Pediatric Center at a local hospital.
Look at you're even capping. You're number 4 too, just like this guy. So you could say that those are the 3 guys that came to see you. All right?
You look for us on TV then.
You look for us on TV, all right?
To young and old alike, season's greetings and happy holidays. With the holidays upon us, we uncover some memorable Christmas gifts.
When I was 3 years old, I got my first pair of skates, so that was pretty exciting.
Hockey skates. Hockey skates.
I don't get presents for Christmas.
Ooh.
I think I was 4 or 5, and I had my first skates with the 2 plates on. And right away when I got those, I forget the other ones, and I wanted to put them on and went to skate.
When I was a youngster, I was in a big G.I. Joe cartoon phase, and I remember getting the entire G.I. Joe fort and tanks and all the men and action figures.
A goalie equipment. That was when I was a little kid, I always liked to be in the net.
Oh, was that pretty?
My dad didn't want me to play in the net. They sort of forbidden me to play in the net.
I think maybe a Transformer when I was little. I was big into Transformers and their little cartoon show they had going on there.
Got a little BMX, those little motocross bikes. That was probably the best thing I ever got. It was a blast.
I remember my dad saying, "Oh, you're gonna have to rough this one out, tough this one out. We really, we can't afford to get you another pair of skates with X amount of dollars or marks." And at the end, and they made it sound like I really had to play, with that pair of skates. And eventually they got me a pair and half of the equipment. All the family pitched in, and that was pretty cool.
Look where you are now.
look where I am now, Dad. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Let's head to Eastern Conference streaks and deeks with a dominator. Buffalo's Dominik Hasek is at the top of his game.
Oh, what a save by Hasek! Makes the save! Outstanding performance by Dominik Hasek.
Having already notched 3 shutouts with a 1.98 goals against average in December, Hasek hoped to continue the trend against Montreal.
Right back in by Montreal. Behind the brilliant goaltending of Dominik Hasek are triumphant.
After the 1-0 win over Montreal, Hasek and the Sabres tried to keep things going in their next game against the Rangers.
From the tip, Istin, Holzinger's got him, and he scores! Dixon Ward comes out, backhands it for Peck, who scores! What a play by the Sabres, who take a 2-0 lead.
Then it was time to turn things over to Mr. Hasek.
At the top of the crease, this guy pulled it off. Harry Houdini save right here. Wow, Hasek, it's all over. Hasek, 5 shutouts in the month of December. How about that?
Meanwhile, 2 of the NHL's best, the Devils and the Blues, met at the Kiel Center in St. Louis. The Blues led 3-2 in the third period and tried to put the game away on the power play.
Then to Courtnall. Courtnall put it in front, score! Touche on the pass over to Turgeon. And it's 4-2.
Despite being down by 2 goals, Jacques Lemaire's team would not go quietly.
Then back for Odenline. Score on the deflection, Doug Gilmour. A huge goal for New Jersey. The Devils are back to within 1. Centering pass in front, and it is Peterson spiking it home. And the Devils have tied the game at 4.
The game would eventually end in that 4-4 tie. In Boston, Pat Burns and the Bruins were riding a 4-game home unbeaten streak when the Islanders came to town. With the game tied at 1, the teams waged quite a battle.
Here comes Smolinski. He's in, but he floats the shot. Rebound, score! Alfie! And it's 2-1, Islanders! Down low, Reichel, he shoots, but it's blocked. Rebound, score! Travis Green! A rebound goal on the power play, and it's 3-1, Islanders! Up to the Islander line. Don Sweeney leaves it for Kristich. He shoots, he scores! A drive by McCarron, he scores! Johnson steps up, shoots one, save made, rebound, score! Todd Bertuzzi, a power play goal, and the Islanders take a 4-3 lead.
From an Islander win to our top plays of the week, beginning with Ottawa's Denny Lambert.
Here comes
Pauling picks it up. Pauling drops it, comes to the front. What a shot! Wow! Glenn Wesley over the line, walks right in. Wesley, a great play. He scores! Oh, mercy! Highlight goal for Glenn Wesley.
Top honors go to the Islanders' Zygmunt Palffy.
Look out! Down the backhand and they score! A short-handed goal by Zygmunt Palffy.
Not a lot of players I know that would have been able to do what he did, Howie.
Palffy's Islanders are 4th in the Atlantic Division, while the Flyers and the Devils continue to battle for the top spot. Over in the Northeast Division, the Penguins hold a slim margin over the Montreal Canadiens. As we check out leading scorers, Colorado's Peter Forsberg sits atop the league, with Pavel Bure close behind. Rounding out the list is Montreal's Shane Corsi. This week's Don't Blink starts off with some nifty glove work, beginning with Andy Moe. Not to be outdone, Dominic Hasek shows off his glove.
And over the line is Savage cutting it back. Oh, I don't believe it. Ladies and gentlemen, another miracle. Dominic Hasek.
Hasek had the Santas dancing, but he wasn't alone.
Allison slides it across the Donato. Denied with a save of the night.
Dean over the line on the cut, wide of Bernardi with a shot. Oh, what a stop by Ranford. Holy crap.
Stay with us as the saves turn to hits.
Big hit by Weinrich.
We slide back to saves as Felix Potvin denies Paul Kariya.
Korea with a one-time shot, and Felix Potvin remains strong in goal for Toronto. What a stick-pad save by Potvin.
Kariya's bad luck followed him everywhere.
Oh, he blocked him at center ice.
At center, in the corners, behind the net, one thing's for sure, they were all a
Big check.
Another big hit in the corner.
Did somebody say big hit in the corner?
Off the draw. A pile-up, including the linesman. Boy, that was like a house of cards. Truly the domino effect there. Everybody went down.
Just like the goals against average of these four as they combine for a pair of 0-0 games.
Marlowe! Raven! Tip! Save by Irving!
And right up the middle, shooting. Joseph, the save!
Here's a chance for the Canucks. And Vernon with a big stop. He's got a breakaway. Kelly on the second. Made the save. Snapped up by Brodeur.
Oh, what a save by Mark Fitzpatrick.
What do you got to do to get a goal in this league?
A question Kirk Muller might be asking.
Looking, pass across, save by Richter. Rob Muller. What a save by Mike Richter.
That's twice in 2 nights now. I've got, goals like that stop.
Equally snake-bitten, Chicago's Tony Amante.
2-on-1, Amani to Cam, now to Amani right in. Joseph!
Shamrock lets it rip. Vernon, great reaction save. And he covers up as a rebound is fired in from the left point by Amani.
But the save of the week goes to the Islanders' Tommy Salo as he shut out the Sabres.
What a glove hand save.
Our first Power Pack game features the New Jersey Devils, led by goaltender Martin Brodeur, taking on their Atlantic Division rivals, the New York Rangers. Let's head to first period action.
And it'll be the rookie going to the box, Soray. Sheldon Soray, the 21-year-old defenseman. And the first power play game goes to the New York Rangers. Rangers power play this season, you see in the National Hockey League, has dropped from 1 all the way down to 11. That is their overall ranking. They've scored 24 power play goals. The Devils give very few power play chances up. Rangers had only 1 in the first meeting these two teams played in. Rangers went 0 for 1 against the Devils in that game. New Jersey's penalty killing unit ranked number 1 with a magnificent 91.7 effective rate.
Fantastic.
That is better than anyone has ever had at the end of a season at least. Leach, open shot, scores! Brian Leach, his 7th goal on the power play. The New York Rangers have not had many leads in games this season at home. 3 times in 19 games on the road, 9 out of 15, and Brodeur, of all people, has one go by.
Boy, they will take that lead. Marty Brodeur hates getting scored through him. 5-hole or under him. This morning in practice, he got so mad when anybody scored through him. That's exactly what Brian Leach did. Great play by Tim Sweeney. Leach looked, and there was a spot in the 5-hole, and Brodeur does not give you much. Brian Leach had to absolutely thread the needle, but Tim Sweeney deserves a big round of applause for that effort, generating the assist, and then Leach finished it up. Now, that's the Brian Leach we're used to seeing.
Well, that is only the 10th power play goal given up by the New Jersey Devils all this season. And the New Jersey Devils 0 for 2 in the power play. They did not get a shot. Even though they had a 2-man advantage, Rangers killed it all off.
You hear the round of applause? I mean, it was huge. There may be as many, if not more, Rangers fans here.
Nothing makes the Devils management more unhappy every year than that. In front, almost, once, twice, LaFontaine! And cleared up to the side. Dumped back in by Driver. Pat LaFontaine behind the net again. Centering pass, loose in front, and the Devils finally clear. Brodeur had lost his stick. He'll get it back as Bobby Carpenter stayed back and got him his goaltender stick back. Stevens sends it shot, just deflected wide by Brodeur. I think Martin Brodeur got a piece of that as he was reaching out, coming left to right on Tim Sweeney. Bobby Holik moves it up. Holik coming with 9:20 to go in the first period. Left side Anderchuk saved Muzzatti. Muzzatti reaching, didn't get it. Muzzatti got back in before the Devils could get the puck back on top. Cleared back out to center. They get back onside. Anderchuk again sends it in. Muzzatti goes behind the net, leaves it for Driver. Driver up the near side, didn't get the Pat LaFontaine. Anderchuk cut it off. Good hold in Dean. Dean leaves it near side. Now he got a shot again. Save made by Muzzatti. Right off the end of the goaltender's stick. Held in by Stevens, who put the crashing thump on Mike Keane on the far side. Holik picks it up. Holik drops it, comes to the front. Score! Anderchuk! What a shot! Wow!
You got to be kidding. What a goal. What Andreychuk. Well, this is why he has had 14 consecutive 20-goal seasons in the NHL. But this is only goal number 5 for Dave Andreychuk. He waits. And what he was waiting for was Bobby Holik to spring him loose. Holik saw him behind the net. If this isn't a goal scorer's goal, I don't know what is. Devils lead in. Dave Andreychuk is one of the co-leaders, or one of the top guys in that department. The last 4 years, the Devils have killed fewer penalties, or had to kill, tried to kill fewer than any team. That is discipline.
LaFontaine ripped that one wide, partially blocked. They just stay out of the penalty box. This is what Bill's talking about. You don't commit penalties, you don't have to kill them off. Bounce back into the middle. Kovalev dropped it down low and cleared right back out of the zone by Stevens. Well, the Rangers having trouble. That was Sweeney who centered that one. Rangers having trouble getting this power play going down to 20 seconds left on it. They now have 3 shots on goal. Flipped in. Only 5 for the Devils. The Rangers have played it tough here in the first period. Shot. Boom, boom, boom. Scores! Martin Brodeur got caught out of position. He was trying to get back in the net that time and did not get there.
Boy, Jacques Lemaire does not see this very often. But give the Rangers credit for capitalizing on a Devils mistake. They're only going to get so many Devils mistakes, and they'll only ever get so many by Marty Brodeur. When he gets to the puck like this, it usually spells an automatic out. Brodeur took a swing at it, almost a baseball swing, put it right back to the point. He didn't want to get his body far enough, so it looked like he just swung with his arms outstretched. Could not get back in time.
Karpatsev was just standing there waiting and put it perfectly to the wide side that time and picks up the goal. And it is a 2-1 Ranger lead, and it is a power play goal. Brodeur 7-8-4 lifetime against the Rangers. Rangers have been a tough team for him over the years. Near side to Gretzky. Gretzky drops it back, tipped in. 12 seconds left on the Devils penalty. Rangers on their 4th power play of the game. They've got a 2-1 lead here in the second period. Leach will start it up ice. Leach with one of the Ranger goals, and it was, of course, a power play goal. Leach the move down the middle, batted away by Dean. Leach held it in. Dean blocked it again, and Dean cleared it out 2-on-1. Bobby Holik with Ralston. Holik to Ralston. Ralston shot saved by Mazzani. Mazzani reached up in a 2-on-1, short-handed, and the penalty's over, and the Devils are back at full strength. Holik again. Andreychuk moving in on Leach. Andreychuk tied up, taken down by Leach. Leach has played an exceptional game so far at both ends of the ice. He has got a lot of pride, and all the talk in New York about his play this season, you know, has stung deeply on Brian Leach. Cleared around by Brodeur. Andreychuk tipped it away to center. Good move. Elias moves it in, the rookie. In. Muzzatti reaching out. Elias skated into him. Muzzatti's all right enough. Holik the shot deflected just wide. Muzzatti had moved out of the net, but the puck went wide on that far side. Devils putting the heat on here. Held in near side Bodger. Great pass down low to Gilmore. Flipped away Andreychuk. Big pile up in front of the crease. Andreychuk and Driver do battle. Andreychuk had it. Driver trying to push him off the puck. Did. Near side Langdon trying to clear it out. Bodger gloved it in the zone. Touched by the Rangers, so it'll keep it alive. On the glove pass, the Rangers touched it. Far side. Great heat here. Elias puts it back up to the point. Bodger's open. Bodger scores!
Doug Bodger's first goal as a Devil, leaving the score at 2. Find out who wins when we return. Welcome back. We rejoin the game tied at 2 in the second period.
Niedermeyer got hacked by Eastwood going by. Leaves it for Gilmore. Gilmore trying to move in. Couldn't get by and cleared up on the far side and out of the zone. Good play by Eric Stearns that time. He does that poke check along the blue line. Reaching in, Niedermeyer poked it away. Rangers control for a moment at center. Then they lost it. 2-on-2. Joining the play, Ralston dropped it. Shot was looking to save on Niedermeyer. The go-ahead goal. Scott Niedermeyer in the chance. And Mazzani with the biggest save of the game yet.
Just give him the spot, then take it away. Believe me, that's not what Jason Muzzatti wanted to do, but he was forced to. What a good play by Brian Ralston. He waited until Bruce Driver left his feet. Watch Driver go down. That's 33 in blue. He went down. Perfect pass for Niedermeyer to one-time it. Well, this is a big-time save. We talked about the spotlight shining on Jason Muzzatti, and this is a chance for him to show the world that he can be a player because he hasn't played very much, and Scott Niedermeyer is still mumbling to himself.
Game tied 2-2 with 6:50 to go in this second period. Updating you on our other scores and the Bud Ice scoreboard. Face off to the left side of Muzzatti. Off the draw. It'll be won back by Graves. Robbie Carpenter was on that face-off. Carpenter moves in. Wilterboom got it up the board. Ralston held it in. Wilterboom and Leach out there defensively. Leach lets it go to Gretzky on the near side. Gretzky dumped it out of the zone. Carpenter, they hit on it. Devils will show no mercy and never do against Wayne Gretzky. Get a chance to hit him, they do. Score! Ralston! Rangers had a 1-0 and then a 2-1 lead in this game. The Devils, though, have scored the last 2 goals to go on top 3-2. Scott Stevens, 2 assists in the game, cleared it back out. Flipped in by Andrechuk, who has picked up a goal. Samuelson will come back behind the net. Muzzatti started and is still in there for the New York Rangers, looking for his first win of the year. Martin Brodeur at the other end, 20-6 on the year, looking for his 21st victory. Sweeney in front. Stevens scores! What a pass! Kevin Stevens ties it at 3.
Well, the New York Rangers just demolished the trap. Jacques Lemaire's guys were slow in setting up their trap in the neutral zone, and the Rangers pushed right through the neutral zone and generated the scoring chance, and Kevin Stevens ended up finishing. Here's Samuelson. He moved the puck to one side. Watch Karpatsev. Hard across ice through a seam. All the guys were on the other side of the ice, the Devils. And then once they broke loose, the Rangers, Kevin Stevens did what you have to do. If you can get wide, and that's what Sweeney did when he got wide, somebody's got to drive the net. Good things happen when you do. The Rangers know that, and they have tied this till.
That is his 8th of the season. But for Stevens, that's just his 2nd goal in 19 games. But it is good enough here to tie this game up on just the 12th shot by the Rangers. Sorry, dumped it ahead to Ralston. Thomas the trailer. Thomas back inside for Ralston. Had it blocked and flipped up. Good play by Samuelson. Devils strip the puck. Ralston off Pat LaFontaine. LaFontaine has picked up an assist here in this game. Rangers leading scorer. Chipped in off Ralston's stick. Karpatsev has got a goal. Got it up the boards. Held in by Gilmore. Good play, Gilmore. Ralston near side. Sticks all up around his face. Lyle Overline looking back into the middle. Finds Niedermeyer. Shot. That's blocked out in the pile in front. And it's picked up and cleared out of the zone by the Rangers. Shot never got through that time. Rangers 3-on-3. LaFontaine hits to the net. He'll go to the corner. Centered. Stevens. Not quite. Ralston picked up the stick of Kevin Stevens as he was trying to tip it in by Brodeur. Lyle Overline comes the other way. Rangers in a line change. Niedermeyer. Great save. Muzzatti. He didn't believe in himself. He looked behind him, but he knocked it away. Rangers got caught in a line change. Both teams completing changes. Elias along the boards, tied up. Skrudland dumps it deeper. Driver. Gilmore on his back. Driver up the far side. Flip that out of the zone. Devils trying to turn the heat on offensively here. The Rangers driver will turn it up ice. Should be an icing call, and is.
I mean, geometry and shooting pool. That's what you got to learn as a kid to play like Wayne Gretzky.
Zelapukin. I had the pool part down. I guess it was the geometry. LaFontaine on the post! Pat LaFontaine, a chance for the go-ahead goal. And he banged it off the short side post. Off the near side, Niedermeyer. Peterson lays it. Zelapukin. Wide. Rebound. Ouch. Samuelson with a big hit. Samuelson came up and took Peterson down at the side of the net to make sure he couldn't get it. Net came up off the moorings. That will draw the whistle. There you see the shots on in this game as the Devils have the big advantage. The Devils have allowed 30 shots on goal in only 3 games this season. You just don't get their numbers defensively are amazing.
This shot looked like it changed directions on Jason Muzzatti. But Sheldon Souray really launched a rocket. It was a laser from the point. Brian Skrudland was out there for the big face-off. Doug Gilmore beat him with help from Steve Thomas. Thomas just laid it back. Maybe it did not deflect. It might have been screened. Sheldon Souray screen, definite screen, and he had a reason to be happy. Souray did.
His first NHL goal.
I think Jacques Lemaire may be clapping more for Souray's first goal than the go-ahead goal.
I agree. I think that's exactly what they're doing over there, which would indicate they think Souray's got some offensive abilities, and they've been waiting for it to happen. And here in game 14 for him, he's got one. So the Devils take the lead back for the second time at 4-3. And that'll be touched up on the icing call. 4 minutes, 41 seconds remaining. And Jacques Lemaire, the Jersey Devils, trying to win their 6th game in a row. Niedermeyer on the rush. Niedermeyer, 1 minute left to go in the game. Peterson turns, goes back on top, Scott Stevens. Stevens holds it in. Dumped it off for Peterson. 5 on the power play. Nobody up in front of the net. Zalapukin. Back. Stevens the shot. Save Muzzatti. Rebound bounced away from Peterson. Penalty is over. Rangers need to get it up ice. They don't get control of the puck. Stevens shot. Deflected wide. Gretzky out on the near side. Cleared it away wide. Muzzatti can't leave the ice. Rangers don't get it deep enough. Send in the zone. Now Muzzatti will leave anyway. 30 seconds left to go. Devils trying to win their 6th consecutive game. Out through center. Carpenter put the hit on. Played there by Stevens. Empty net at the other end. Up for Gretzky. Did he tip it? Goes in. Brodeur's going to play it anyway. Round on the far side to center. Driver over to Leach. 13 to go in the third. Leach from the red line sends it in. Brodeur couldn't stop it. Down back behind the net. Intended for Gretzky, but Stevens blocked it. Kicked back in by Driver. Carpenter intercepted, and he clears it out. That'll do it. The Devils have beaten the Rangers for the 2nd time this season.
Our next Power Pack features the talented Peter Forsberg and the Colorado Avalanche playing host to their rivals, the Detroit Red Wings and Captain Steve Yzerman. We pick up the action in the first period.
One of the interesting changes that Scotty Bowman has made for this hockey game is he split up a defensive pairing of Murphy and Lidstrom.
Dandino bounces one in on Craig Billington, starting his 4th consecutive game for the Avalanche in place of the injured Patrick Roy. A point of centering pass looking for Gilchrist. And that just had too much steam on it for Gilchrist to get a piece of. John Donovan out there for the Avalanche, number 12. The recent acquisition from the San Jose Sharks. Ozelynch with a hit over on the point by the Detroit bench. Here is Dandino trying to cause some havoc against Stefan Yell. Yell able to get it to Donovan. He kicks it free off the boards. Here comes Ozelynch. He's got some speed. He's got some room. Top of the circle. Watch the shot go. Was saved by Osgood. And the big carom off the end boards. And Chris Osgood able to cover up.
Craig Billington has responded to the challenge. He has played exceptionally well for Mark Crawford in the absence of the legendary future Hall of Famer anyway, and Patrick Roy.
Red Wings have fared better so far this season in 4-on-4 situations, better than the Avalanche. Here comes Maltby getting an angle on Ozelynch and forcing Billington to make his first stop of the hockey game as Kirk Maltby got some room on the right side. Back comes Sakic, makes a move to get around one Red Wing, hands it off to Lemieux, back for Sakic. Oh, shot, boy, he got rid of that one quickly. Now Draper and Lemieux come together. It comes back to Sakic. Sakic at the line, trying to create something. Here comes the shot away, save, made the rebound just over the stick of Lemieux, who was right in front of Osgood.
That is a good save right there because, man, you got to appreciate how quickly Sakic gets the puck off. Quick release right there.
Ozelynch had it, knocked away now, and it's Larionov sending it up the right side for Doug Brown. Clem has the angle, drop pass to Larionov, working against Lemieux. Larionov puts on the brakes, now waits for Fetisov to go to the net. Fetisov, top of the circle, has it. Again, 4 skaters aside. Just over 3 minutes gone by here in the first period at McNichols Arena. 2nd meeting of the year between these two clubs. Colorado won the first one 2-0 in Detroit. A screen shot got through, rebound Brown, and a save made by Billington. Well, you see 2 Avalanche players are in the box. We already had Shanahan on the wings and foot of the Avalanche off for coincidental minors for rubbing. Clem now goes in for holding. 4 skaters for Detroit, 3 for the Avalanche, but a big face-off win by Colorado. And Yui Cook drives it down the ice.
That is one of the areas that the Detroit Red Wings really want to improve on while they're on the power play, regaining control right off the face-off.
Larionov's pass, boy, that almost took the head off of the linesman on the far side, Thor Nelson, working with Dan Shakty along with Mick Magoo, the referee. There you see the time remaining in the 2-man advantage. No score in this hockey game. Jari Kurri into the zone, hands it off to Forsberg. Forsberg now goes straight away for Ozelynch. Ozelynch being watched by Gilchrist. Now Sakic to Kurri. Kurri sends it back out Sakic. Quickly back to Kurri, tough angle, gets it to Ozelynch. A shot, save made by Osgood. Rebound, scramble. Forsberg hooks at it. Osgood tries to cover. It's underneath Nicholas Lidstrom.
Does that say enough about Jari Kurri right there? How unselfish a player he is? He's at the right side of your screen, has the puck right now. And Osgood can't leave the post. He waits and has plenty of patience, and then he reacts as Ozelynch jumps in from that point position. Then Forsberg has a couple of whacks at it as well.
Face-off here, controlled by the Avalanche. Forsberg gets it to Sakic. 2-on-1 in front. Sakic shoots, save. Osgood, puck bounces free. Getting to it is Draper, and he clears.
Boys, Osgood been good early. Colorado is showing plenty of patience in front. They're not dumping the puck off. And Sakic had a glorious chance right there.
Here is Ozolinsh looking to go end-to-end. Between the circles, beats it to Denmark. Osgood may have gotten a piece of that with his right arm. Sakic to the corner, gets it back down from Denmark. Sakic looking straight away out to the line. Ozolinsh hands it off for Krupp. Tries to go back to Ozolinsh. Krupp will do it a second time. A bouncing puck. Here is Sakic with it now. He tries to get it back to Ozolinsh. Knocked away by Gilchrist and batted out of the air. And that's going to do it for the Avalanche and the tremendous opportunity they had. A minute 20 of the 5-on-3. A steal by Gilchrist, and he graces the side of the net as Billington had the angle covered.
Sakic stutter steps a little bit and waits. The right pad of Osgood actually left the ice. He had some room underneath there. And from the goal cam, we see from left to right, Osgood moving, and there's where those feet got a little bit happy right there.
In front of the Avalanche bench, and Lefebvre rolls it across for Krupp, who gives it back to number 2, Sylvain Lefebvre. Down to Denmark. Hands it off. Yell gets a shot away, deflected by Fetisov, but handled by Osgood.
Osgood and Billington keep this one scoreless after the first period. We'll come back as we rejoin the action in the second period of a scoreless game.
Billington very alert to knock it away from Yzerman, who had position. Holmstrom puts a hit over on the far side on Clem. Here is Yzerman walking out in front, tries to hand it off. Fetisov couldn't get to it. And the Rook clears it ahead now for Clem. Holmstrom puts a hook on him as the puck is rolled back behind Osgood. Busher slides it up the right side. McCarty has it there. He takes another hit from Eric Lacroix. Second time Lacroix delivered a hit on McCarty after he's made a pass. Here's Corbet cutting to the middle of the wing zone. Gets the shot away. Osgood the save. Then he hangs on. Now, you mentioned that the Avalanche have had the best of the scoring opportunities. They had what they thought would be a tired and road-weary Red Wing team a bit on the road, but haven't cashed in. Here is Sakic now, sending it deep. Here comes Eric Lacroix. He's looking to put a hit on somebody. Good play by Dandino to slow him down, and a smart read by the youngster Eriksson. Well, Dandino getting those size 12 skates of his going at full speed, but the Avalanche will get to the puck, clear to center ice. Here is Sakic with it. Sakic right into the zone, trying to bust through the defense, gets to the backhand, fires it just wide. Joe Sakic looks like there's nothing there, and all of a sudden a great scoring chance. Kosher the other way. His pass just hit the skate of Eric Messier. Kosher throws Messier down with a swing of the arm that the referee just let go.
That's strength, isn't it? I mean, just one hand just hauled him down. Messier's pretty strong.
Here is Draper with it now. It's starting to heat up a bit. Eric Messier being pursued by Kosher. Now it comes to Eric Lacroix. Lacroix at center ice. His pass deflected by Draper. Maltby run into by Sean Donovan, and the puck in one of the benches.
Right here, Joe Sakic takes advantage of maybe a lack of communication, because that was definitely the parting of the Red Sea. Often there's communication there, and from this angle, which is a great one, you see how Osgood's going to his left, and Sakic tried to go to the backhand and go to the far side, making it difficult for the goaltender, and Sakic just missed.
Lemieux had to slow down to get to that loose puck. Now he dumps it in behind Osgood. Pusher. Forsberg had him lined up.
Behind the net, you've got Jamie Pusher. He's being hit by Lemieux, and then bang, a freight train comes on the opposite side, and that's Peter Forsberg. Forsberg at 210 pounds, pretty solid on his skates, but Pusher couldn't brace himself, and that's what makes that hit a good one.
Igor Larionov winds up, lets the shot go, save. Billington, rebound cleared to the line, held in though by Yzerman. Now to Nicholas Lidstrom. Hard cross-ice pass. Larionov has it there. Still 25 seconds left in the Colorado penalty. To the corner for Doug Brown. Rolls it out in front. Larionov a chance. And Billington covers up. Great action in front of the Colorado net, and Billington very sharp to cover that loose puck.
Oh, that's Billington's best save of the hockey game. No doubt about that.
Sakic, again, trouble handling the puck. Hands it off for Ozolinsh. They're going to go wide on Rouse. Pass didn't get through. Ozolinsh has it again. Now it's deflected away by Gilchrist to the line, but not out. Sakic, quick play to Lemieux. He scores! What a play by Joe Sakic! Actually, two good plays here, Darren. Holding it in at the line, which the Avalanche did. And when that came to Sakic, I mean, it was a split second. He knew Lemieux was open.
Lacroix goes off for Holden at 19:01. And now plays are even. 4 apiece now, as the Red Wings have slowly crept into that category.
Well, they won the faceoff cleanly again, but Lidstrom couldn't shoot it right away that time. Hero Shanahan with it. Sends it deep now for Yzerman. Takes the shot. Save. Billington rebound. Is held in by Larionov. Larionov to Lidstrom. Top of the circle. Larionov straight away. Takes a look. Now moves it. Yzerman. Tough angle. Scores! For Shanahan. It was Brendan Shanahan on the far side that let it go. Yzerman had gone to the front of the net, and Brendan Shanahan with a power play goal with 37.2 seconds left in the period has tied the game.
We move now to third period action with the score tied at 1.
Osgood comes out, leaves it there for Bob Rouse. Rouse will take a hit, plays it around the boards. It is chipped out to center ice. It's the breakaway for Draper. He's in on Billington with a shot. Billington save. Oh, the stick broke of Draper's. That's why that puck came off
You
so
believe
strangely.
that? Oh, man, you believe that? That's that's one of those carbon graphite sticks, too. It just like a toothpick, just shut down in half.
Back the other way, Corbet. Still controlling, now has it knocked away by Larry Murphy to the line. Corbet got a stick on it again to hold it in. Jeff Rogers goes after him in the corner. Erickson, a big hit on him. Erickson tries to kick it free and does get it to his defense partner, Larry Murphy. Murphy starts it back over the red line into the Colorado zone. It is chipped away from him and recovered by Rogers, trying to get some speed back the other way. Now Sean Donovan picks it up. Looking to go wide on Erickson, who played him well. Here's Stefan Yell, top of the circle, shot to the net, tip save. Osgood, loose puck. Osgood is down. They still jam away at it. And Mick Magoo signaling the play is over.
Detroit and Colorado remain tied at 1 as we rejoin the third period.
Forsberg, he was dumped to the ice, puck cleared to the line, but not out. Gilchrist did not get it out. Sakic winds up, fakes the tip, out lets it go, save made by Osgood.
Boy, is Osgood ever reading the situation well when Sakic has the puck. He's creeping up, instead of staying on the goal line, showing plenty of respect to Joe Sakic's quick and hard and accurate shot. And he's out cutting down the angle. And he's taking away all the little holes, but another poor clearing attempt. We've seen a few in this hockey game that have resulted in good scoring chances. In fact, the goal scored by the Red Wings was a result of Gusrov's bad clearing attempt. This one from Gilchrist. And Sakic's got a full lane here. Fakes the Lidstrom just backs right out there, and that gives Sakic a real good scoring lane there.
Rouse backhands at center ice, deflected by McCarty. Here's Holmstrom with it. He's outside. Shoots to the back. Scores! What a great move by Thomas Holmstrom.
Oh, man! That is a world-class move that he just put on. That was a great move by Holmstrom. First of all, he got to the loose puck. It looked like that was far ahead of him. He might have been helped by the way that puck was bouncing, sort of had some bite on it. Lost some speed. Now, right here, with a man all over him, you got to be kidding me. That's a great move right there. That is a great move with Huey Krupp all over him. Krupp couldn't get his hands on him. Billington goes to the right, gets lured in by a real nifty move from Holmstrom. Man!
Yzerman working hard against Adam Foote. Avalanche have had to use a lot of time just to get the puck into the Detroit zone here. Under 2.5 to go now is Fetisov. He is drilled to the boards by Lemieux. Carl Lemieux comes up with the puck after making the hit. He darts out between the circles. Backhanded deflected, score! Forsberg! And it was Lemieux's work that set it up. A bouncing puck all the way in, and somehow Forsberg with the great hand-eye coordination has tied this game.
Starts with the big physical play. Big, strong guy like Lemieux taking the body on Fetisov creates a turnover. As I mentioned before, put the puck on net. You just never know. Late in the period, the puck bounces a little bit. There's the hit. That starts the play now. Now, the Red Wings have got to regroup. They were all set to clear the zone. They didn't do so. It goes off the leg. Jamie Pusher. Guy in front is Forsberg. And it goes in the net.
Puck along the boards, and it's out at center ice where Nick Lidstrom takes over. He hands it off to Larionov, who couldn't control. Here comes Claude Lemieux. Top of the circle, drives the shot. He hit the goal post. He hit the post to the left of Osgood.
I mean, Claude Lemieux takes the puck right off the hop right there and lets her fly short side high off the bar.
Lemieux almost wins it for Colorado, but let's move ahead to overtime.
Here is Rouse. Picked up now by Lapointe. Martin Lapointe. This saw Corbet coming at the last second. sends it across. Lidstrom could not get there. It is chipped back into the Colorado zone. Here's the point on the loose puck. Drives a shot. Save made by Billington. Well, that scoring chance came out of nowhere.
Puck is rolling, and Billington makes a good, solid reaction save with his glove. That's labeled. I mean, at first I thought it might be wide on the short side. Billington's going to move to his left. Let's take a look. Well, it might have been, but not by much. Boy, that's a good, quick reaction by Billington on a hard shot from LaPointe. You got face-offs, too. I think Barry's a big fan of face-offs. Colorado's got the edge, Barry. 44-37 right now. This is a big one. Scotty Bowman has Larionov on the ice taking the draw. Usually Yzerman's out there late in games like that for face-offs.
Jacket got an early jump on the draw, and the Avalanche get to it. Clem able to clear, then Clem goes to the bench, immediately replaced by Claude Lemieux as the puck is driven in on Billington, steers it aside. Here's Adam Foote. McCarty trying to pressure him. Now Lemieux has it. He chips it back into the Detroit zone. Lidstrom gets a stick on it. Lemieux in front of the Detroit bench. Now McCarty. It is chipped back into the Detroit zone, and that's going to do it. They played 65 minutes, and this one, the second meeting between these great rivals, ends in a 2-2 tie.
So Colorado remains undefeated against Detroit this season with a win and a tie.
Baby, what a save! What a move! Ba-boom! Don't you love it?
I don't know if I can find the words to describe this play. Maybe we should just play it over and over again.
Picked up now by Doug